Hello everybody, welcome back for some more Uncharted 4, that other game in the Uncharted series. Sorry, I had to turn down my thing there. We're on chapter 5 out of like 20 chapters, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, so we're back again. For you guys, this episode comes after, most likely, potentially, directly right after the first episode. So you don't have to wait an entire week to potentially see this. However, I pretty much had to wait an entire week to do this. I forgot that we can't run in these games. God damn it. I want to make this very clear real quick. I don't really like this game, single player. I like the multiplayer, but I really, really do not like this game's single player. And I think that also is just chalked up to the idea that I think I'm starting to not really care much for the Uncharted series to begin with. I think I've kind of grown a little bit out of it over the years, which sucks. Because I'm currently doing, for those that might not know, I am currently doing Uncharted 1 on my other channel. I'm doing Crushing. And admittedly, even that one, it is Uncharted 1, and Uncharted 1 is just a lot more archaic than, obviously, 2 and 3. So it could be a case of maybe I just don't like 1 as much as I used to. It could be a number of things, but I'm starting to kind of feel that Uncharted fatigue. And I feel like it really, truly happened around the Uncharted 4 time, and it's just getting worse. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, there's a chance that this might be the last episode I do. But thing is, there's always, it's just Uncharted. It's not going to take realistically too long to finish. We just need to get to the relatively quote-unquote good parts of the game, I guess. And then from there, hopefully we'll be fine. I forgot that triangle's to reload now for some odd-ass reason. Well, I think they changed R1 to be... Okay, that's not a... Okay. I thought that was a guard for a second. I don't know. They're shooting at random people. I'm shooting at anybody. I mean, we're all technically criminals here, right? We're in a prison. So, I guess it doesn't matter. God, being in a prison area makes you... I'd rather just be playing Resistance 3. I mean, okay, not gonna lie. I mean, the shootout stuff in Uncharted is not that bad. I'll give credit where credit's due. I don't think it's... I don't think the gunplay is terrible or anything like that. Oh, for fucking crying out loud. I'm trying to do stuff here, you fucking dickheads. But yeah, if I decide to say, you know what, screw this, let's play, because I feel like this is one of those ones where people are just not going to like. If I'm pissed off the entire time, that's just going to be bad. But I'll give it what I can through this episode. So if things just don't kind of get a little bit better, I might consider it a failed Let's Play, and... obviously, sincere apologies to those that were wanting Uncharted because they like my Uncharted content. I don't blame you, but I'm kind of long past those days of those games, I guess. Same thing with God of War. I'm tired of doing these God of War stuff, but I can always still play them, of course. And just to be honest, there's nothing really wrong with the first 3 games of Uncharted, in my opinion, either. I mean, technically, there's really nothing inherently really that wrong with Uncharted 4. But that's mostly for me, just like the story stuff is what I don't really care for, and characters and what have you, and yeah. Also, I forgot to mention, there was actually an extra little bit of Druckmann stuff. I think we're like, 6.5 Druck points, something like that. And I think I forgot one. I forget what it was. I want to say it might have been, I think Rafe. I think Rafe's entire character is probably... Well, it's weird because Rafe, I don't really get that feeling that he's a Druck character. Well, who would have guessed that Sam has fucking psychic superpowers? That's new. Anyway, I tried this gun. No, this is the gun we had earlier, actually. Can you guys fucking shoot these idiots? Or do I have to do everything? It's pointless. Why even have these guys with me? They're just gonna not bother. Look at your gun. Yeah, the guns are cool, though. Another thing, too, is, like, Uncharted's always been really fun with with gunplay, typically, so that's what... I love this gun. I love the cursor you have. I don't know why. It just looks neat to me. But yeah, I don't feel like Rafe was much of a Druck character. Like, I don't think he made Rafe. That's too much of a non-Druck thing to make. But then again, if you really think about it, because of what Rafe is, if you know Druck and you know what Rafe is, you could probably guess that him being the bad guy would make more sense, if you catch my drift. Look, I'm not going to spell it out for anybody. I want you guys to kind of have like your own fun and figure out what I'm trying to get at. But once you figure out Druck, it's like, oh, okay. I think I totally get what he's getting at. They're all just coming out of the woodwork like nothing. Well, good thing they all come out the same door. And they're all idiots. Maybe I should just do a multiplayer video again, because I've not played multiplayer in such a long time. Because, I mean, one of the reasons why, too, is, well, one, it's a huge game. And second of all, I was always a big Uncharted 3 guy, you know? That was always my thing back in the day. Huge into Uncharted 3. I'm not going to blind fire a turret. What I will do is this. Make my way slowly across. Okay, I know for a fact that I'm just absolute ass at shooting. Like I have to. Oh, well. There goes that, I guess. Holy monkey fuck, I'm about to die. Oh, we're good. If I do end up, or whether or not I do or don't, I don't know, I guess at this point, but if I do decide to say, you know what, the hell with this shit, the hell with Uncharted 4 Let's Play, I could always replace it with something else. Just to make up for it. But like I said, I'm not going to plan on just quitting it though, so don't let that discourage you from watching. I'm just talking just to give you guys an idea of what I plan on doing, so whatever happens, happens. That's all I can say. I'd rather be more worried and cautious about my own mental health than worry about whether or not I'm doing a Let's Play. But I don't think I'll probably end up doing Lost Legacy, though. I have barely any interest in that game, just as is. I think I beat it the one time ever, and that was about it. I mentioned this before, I believe, but I've never actually finished Golden Abyss either. Hell, if I if I do decide to quit Uncharted 4, what if I do? What if to make up for it, I instead go to Banjo-Kazooie and another game, another fun game I actually have in mind, even though I'm supposed to be done after Uncharted 4 for Let's Plays for a while. But this is me we're talking about. I'm never done. You get addicted to this shit, and then next thing you know, you're like, ah. Yeah, good luck with finding that warm body to sleep next to, because nowadays, good luck with that. Let me just say that. No one wants to be around anyone anymore, so. But I forgot that technically speaking, Sam is also technically a treasure hunter, because of course he is. I mean, he's Drake's brother. That he's slightly known. And oh no! The guys in prison decided to betray me. What a surprise. Alright, there we go. There's something weird about the vein textures in this game, I've noticed. Like, a lot of the... I will admit, you know, the graphics do look nice, for what it's worth. If we're talking about PS4 graphics or whatever, they do look nice. But there's just some really odd... It's hard to explain, but there's just some really odd textures that kind of stand out. And Sam's hair is one of them. That looks really odd. Like, they're always trying to go for that realistic look in these games. Well, I mean, more so realistic-ish, I guess. Because, like, Uncharted 1, 2, and 3 were... No, I mean, Uncharted 1 was not really realistic. It had a very cartoony look to it. And that's just, even then, like, they still... I feel like they still don't really have it down with this one, which is bizarre, because it's been a while since I played it, but I think Last of Us might have had probably a little bit more better looking, realistic graphic, maybe. But that's been a while since I played it, so I can't really say. And not trying to talk shit on Uncharted 4's graphics or anything like that. I mean, I don't think they look bad. I don't really care for them, necessarily, but I don't think they look bad or anything like that, so... I mean, even right there, like, Drake's hands looked very 480p all of a sudden, out of nowhere. Like, had this weird blur effect on it. Like, look at that. Look at his right hand. It's just... Were they trying to do the focus thing? Because, like, right there on the bottom of the screen, it looked like they were doing the camera focus thing. You know what I mean? Where it's not focused on his hand, so it's going to be more blurry. Listen to me talk like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, it even matters... I'm a Let's Player. We're not allowed to shut the hell up. Also, not gonna lie, it's actually really nice to see Drake again. I mean, it's been a week since I played the game. Not for you guys, of course, but for me, yeah. It's kind of... It's weird. Like, I guess you could... Yeah, I guess I would admit, he's probably a comfort character, weirdly enough. That's a... You know... I guess one of the new age terms, but even then, still, like, I kind of grew up with Uncharted a little bit. Not gonna lie, you know. Same thing with Kratos, Dante from Devil May Cry, Crash and Spyro. Oh yeah, I forgot they actually mentioned Cutter in this game. I forgot, but I don't think he ever shows up once. They might have a skin for him in the multiplayer, but I don't maybe, I don't know, I'll have to look, but I don't even remember if... No, Chloe's here. Yeah, Chloe, Chloe does show up, I'm pretty damn sure. I think Chloe shows up in the next chapter, if not, like, one soon. Unless I'm getting it mixed up with Lost Legacy. That could be. I don't know. Also, Drake's got that Markiplier beard going on there. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I know this sounds dumb. I'm not gonna lie. But, I've never been a big fan of Drake giving half-truth to Elena. Specifically to Elena and Sully. Him kind of doing a half-truth, kind of lying thing. I know that's part of his character, that's fine. I'm just saying that it's one of those things that kind of irks me just a little bit. It's like, you know, they... Like, I know he doesn't want them to get hurt or whatever, that's fine, but... I don't know. I feel like just being honest would be not a bad thing. Even though they would probably give you some gripe. Just say, screw it, I'm still going anyway, I have to, regardless. Like, they can't really technically stop you. It's just one of those things, I don't know. I'm not a fan of people who lie, myself. Is, I guess, what I'm trying to get at. I've got a whole side of my family that is kind of like that, where they just lie about shit. I'm not gonna get too far. I'm not gonna depress anybody. I'm just saying, like, that's just one of those things where I just don't like people who do that. That's all. God, I really hope nobody's watching this Let's Play, because this sucks. Not the... No. I'm just saying, like, my commentary just sucks. Holy moly. And can we fucking play the game? I had, like, one shootout that was, like, 5 minutes long. Can I play the goddamn game? Also, something to talk about, I guess, is let's talk about Ninja Gaiden 4. So I was watching a video. I didn't watch all the way through. I just kind of ended up clicking on the comments instead. Where they were discussing Ninja Gaiden 4 is not going to be back. Where Platinum Games decided to make some of the weapons DLC. I haven't heard about that. I don't know if that's... I don't know how true that is. Something about them making some of the weapons DLC, which I do think is a little dumb, actually. But, like day one DLC stuff. I'm not gonna get in. I'm not gonna get too far into that, but either way, there was another thing about like the whole Yakumo or whatever the new character's name is gonna be taking place for like half the game, and Ryu is basically a subset, and this is pretty much just not a Ninja. This is not a Ninja Gaiden game because Ryu is not the main character, and as true as that is, to an extent. For me, personally, as a Ninja Gaiden fan, maybe I'm a false Ninja Gaiden fan. Maybe I'm a fake, a fraud, a poser. I don't mind it as much, but I think it's because I've been so used to how Platinum Games and just hack and slash devs do things nowadays with the whole, we have to have a Nero sidekick type character in our game, taking helm and passing the torch. I'm not the biggest fan of the whole passing the torch thing, but I guess it really depends. And I'm kind of afraid that at some point we're going to have Kratos just drop the ball and just end up giving it to Atreus instead. Which would, story-related wise, would make the most sense. I don't know. And to be fair, the new God of Wars are different enough to the point where I can kind of... I guess I probably wouldn't hate it as much if Atreus ends up taking helm for later games. I don't know. That's another thing about this game that does too. That's actually kind of neat is the whole... Wait, what the fuck? So then what are we doing? Oh, you got the rope. Ah, I see. You had the rope. Okay. That's one neat thing I kind of like is the whole, climb over each other type thing. I think that's kind of neat. Alright, so we drop down from here. But yeah, we'll have to see where things end up going in the future. I feel like passing the torch can be done, but it really depends on how good the other character was and how well established they were first before we end up getting another one with them. So again, going back to Atreus, like, I feel like with the amount of development he's had, he probably would be a fitting okay character for his own subset of series, as in like the Neo God of War series. I feel like it's probably a good place for him to be at, because if he took place, if Kratos ever got replaced in the old games, in the classic God of War games, I think people probably would have been really upset. Well, I mean, much like with DMC4. The same thing happened there. People were pretty upset that Nero was taken over. And arguably so, I can understand that. I like Nero, but you know, I can totally understand why people would be upset with it, and I get it. And honestly, it's just one of those things that when you kind of notice, you'll be seeing it a lot more often, I'm sure, in the hack and slash area of games, probably. Raiden from Metal Gear Solid 2 is a big one with that, but then we ended up getting Metal Gear Solid 3, which went back to Snake anyway, so. And technically, one of those, I will admit, as much as I don't give a shit about Last of Us 2, even I can admit that having Joel pass it off to Ellie does make sense. Because we've only had one game at all at that point, so then, you know, there's like already established characters that just, you know, you could replace. I guess that would make sense. Because she was already technically a secondary character, and I don't know. But then you could argue, well, what if we had Uncharted 1 and then Uncharted 2, you play as Elena or something? Would that make sense? Yeah, I guess. So, I don't know. Really depends on how you handle characters in question. But I think having Joel as a not playable character makes more sense in some games, and I feel like some do, I guess. I don't know. I forgot where I'm supposed to be going here. Up? Well, then how do I get up? It's pretty nice looking down there. I like that. That looks cool. Where the fuck? Wait, hold on. I think I remember now. Maybe. Yes. Okay. Yeah, back to Ninja Gaiden 4. I would rather have Ryu as the main playable character the entire time. Sure. But we've already had points in time, like with the Sigma series, where having a character change over to like Rachel, Ayane, or whatever was always fine. But they never were enough to where they would take over half the game. So that's technically another issue with that, I guess. I don't know. I still pre-ordered it. I'm still waiting for it. I'm still excited for it. I'm not going to let some YouTuber come and make my opinions for me. You know, I'll play the game, decide on my own, and there's always a chance that I could potentially just say, screw it, we're doing a guide this year of Master Ninja mode or something, if I end up getting good and liking the game enough. Alright, Sam, you fat fuck, get over here. Got things to do. Maybe. Okay, so we're going that way. Oh, wait, hold on. I thought I had the rope. Or do we both have a rope? Honestly, I kind of like the clouds. I think that looks nice. They do look photorealistic, though, too. So they might have actually probably took pictures of clouds in real life and then just made them slowly move. That would be what I would... If I was a game dev, that's what I would do. I mean, game devs used to do that back then. They used to take pictures of real-life things and then put them in. Like Mario 64, for example, having the Yemen city, I think it was, in the background of Dry World. Which is funny because Uncharted 3, you also go to Yemen. Or at the very least, multiplayer wise, you do. Zoe looks like shit. Not gonna lie. Yeah, Sully's redesign is really off-putting. He kind of has that Alfred from Batman vibe going on now. It don't look right. I really don't want to be here. Being around a bunch of rich, snobby assholes. But there is a shootout. Sorry, I had a yawn there. I'm tired. I woke up late, went to bed late, you know, that kind of thing. So I'm really out of it right now. Okay, another small cliche I've started to really hate over the years in Uncharted. It's mainly for me. It's mainly in Uncharted. They do this in every game. It's one of those things where it's like a character will say something, and then every other character will just know what they're talking about. Or how do I explain this? So like that lights out thing was one of those like, oh, they both know. I don't know. It's just it's hard to explain, but there's like let's say that Drake is talking about like the golden turd of Shambhala or something, right? Right? And you feel like, okay, so he's explaining what the golden turd of Shambhala is. Or he'll say something like, we have to look for the golden turd, and then next thing you know, Sully and Sam are like, the one from Shambhala. And it just pisses me off when they do. Like, it's just like, why are we even explaining this shit? Like, it almost feels like we're only having these characters talk to each other for the sake of the player, rather than the characters talking to each other that they don't know. The characters don't know themselves when they pretty much do, or they just have like a huge eureka moment because they just totally know. I mean, they're thieves. I get it. At the same time, it just feels slightly a little bit annoying and unrealistic sometimes, and maybe I'm just not a good writer. I don't know. Which is funny because I love the original trilogy's writing. You know, I think Amy Hennig did a really good job. But it's that one small cliche that pisses me off. It's almost Marvel level, in my opinion. Where the fuck are we going? Can you guys stop walking into me? I'm following Sully. I don't know. And he's going around the other way. Because of course he is. Because he don't even know where he's going. I don't even know where I'm going. I wasn't paying attention. Is this the part I think it's going to be? No. Well, you know what that means. Never mind. He did before. I see. Oh, you fucking cunt. Shut up. No, I think it's one of those scripted ones too, isn't it? Like, it's one of those... I could have sworn it was, where, like, you can't get in your first, run through. Now, it would be insane if they decided to give it back. If Drake decided to walk back up and just put it back in his pocket. If it were me, I would have walked up, slapped him on the ass, and then put it in. Like, good job there, homie. Good job. And then he would have been like, oh, I got pickpocketed, but like when I walk out, when I walk away. But then in reality, he didn't know. I actually didn't. Alright, so here we go. Oh, God. Here we go. Absolutely 100% the worst character in all of the Uncharted series and everything that Druckmann's ever made.
You know how it is. Every once in a while, a job requires us to go dull up. Looking sharp, by the way. So impressive. Can't tell you what a relief it is to run into another English speaker, even if you are American.
Uh,
I was on my way to the bar. Can I get you something?
and it begins.
Be right back.
And another thing that kind of pisses me off is this is one of those things where I know I bitched about the whole like, oh, everybody just randomly knows the thing and then they just have like a eureka moment. This is one of those things where we've never established who the fuck Nadine is until now. She's never come up before. It's just like Nate and Sully just happen to know her. That's not necessarily inherently bad writing or anything like that. I'm just saying like it's just one of those that kind of also bugs me too. Like Sam comes out of nowhere, Nadine comes out of nowhere, Rafe comes out of nowhere, and then we just these characters just know them. It's like we've never met them before. It would have been kind of nice to have at least something. But I don't know. Again, ignore my shit, I guess. But yeah, Nadine gets a 3. You know, hold on. 4 drug points total. Yeah, I think she deserves 4 drug points. So now we're up to 10.5 points. She gets a whole fucking 4 points. Can you guess what they all are? Oh, okay. Now it moves. I know this is probably just a me thing, but I think of Amnesia whenever I come down to the cellar area. This is what I think of when I see cellars now, like wine cellars and stuff. Into the void. Oh, never mind. I honestly thought for a second there Sam was about to pull out a gun and put it to the back of my head. You've been betrayed too. That'd be some dumbass parody movie thing. That's what it would be. That's what some spoof movie would probably pull off. They would have the betrayer betray the betrayer, and then the betrayed would betray the betrayer. Would you shut the fuck up, Sam? We got a job to do. We got some Mario Luigi superstar running around. And look, because you can move it back, guess where it goes? It goes backwards. Which only means one thing. Why is this one not? I can only go back. Okay. So it's once again the same thing as it was last time. Oh my god. Why don't you stand in front with the fucking lighter so I can see where I'm going? Ass muncher. Jeez. Is that a door? No. Well, I can't see it because I can't see shit. Oh, I see. We gotta go up there. Okay. To be fair, Sam does have a point. Oh, I have to fucking force the game to move the character so I can play the goddamn game. I am getting so tired of this. This is where modern graphics or modern realism kind of just sort of ruins the fun of a game. You try too hard to make everything too realistic all the time that it ends up forgetting to focus on the actual fun part called the gameplay. And you have moments where characters just get in your way and you can't move around them because, well, that's realistic. They'll just stand there. Shut up. Just move. It's a game. They're not gonna... Even if they do notice us, who gives a shit? I have regenerative health. And Sam has psychic powers. I think we'll be okay. Bro could probably just mind melt somebody if he wanted to. I can't wait till the PS7 comes out and we get the next Uncharted game, and then they have like a built-in microphone that every time you talk, Nate says what you say. So then when you're in like a stealth section or something, you'll say something and then just get caught immediately right after. Let's players be damned. This is almost like that museum heist back in Uncharted 2. And Sam looks very eerily similar to Flynn. Oh, look, a ladder. What do we got to do here? Honestly, I think this game came out before the yellow paint incident. I think so. Well, I don't remember. I don't know. I genuinely don't remember. Oh, well. Oh, another thing real quick about Ninja Gaiden 4 that I can kind of give a little bit of credence to real quick is a couple things. One, Itagaki's not there anymore, so the main person behind Ninja Gaiden, isn't part of the stuff anymore, so that does suck ass. It really, truly does. But, Platinum Games having their own character in it makes sense, because, like, they're the ones making Ninja Gaiden, so for them to make their own character to kind of just fill in, I guess you could say, for the Platinum Games fans, does make a little bit of sense, I feel. Yeah, the only difference between you and him, Sam, is at least he didn't wake up with a hurt ass. Alright, let me guess. That's where we climb. I'm just gonna bolt for whatever. I'm not here to explore or look for treasure. This game doesn't treat it like that anymore. I mean, it does, but I don't care. I don't think this is where we're supposed to be. Well, I found something to climb on. And that's a nothing burger. Okay. So, this way? Probably. Looks like it. I see a thing. I see a door. How do I get up there again? Game. I see. Well, it would have been nice if Sam kept that damn rope, and I could probably use that. Well, if he did keep the rope, it wouldn't make any sense, because then we look out of place. It'd just be some dude with a rope walking around in the rich snob place. And it's like, okay. Yeah, that don't make no sense.
I can't believe you got away with it.
You know what? I'll give her an extra drug point just because she pisses me off. There. She gets 5. We're now up to 11 and a half.
Recognize that. When am I finally going to meet that partner of yours? Dre? Oh, like dead?
The hell is Oh no. The sleazy asshole. This feels like a family reunion where you have that one cousin that you just really despise and you don't want to see, and then they just show up anyway even though they were not invited. That's what it feels like right now. That's the awkward, I don't want to be here with this fucking douche. He's also got that celebrity look, that deadpan stare of I'm better than you. He also doesn't look human. I think Bro's the one that invented Facebook too. That's why he's so rich. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Right.
Yeah. I want to kick his ass. Alright, back to the action. Oh, man. At least one good thing about Drake is he never takes off his wedding rings. That's pretty good. I mean, it probably does get in the way sometimes, but I think the idea of, you know, nice reminder for him, I guess. It's the little things in life. This looks like it's bending. Did my fat ass break it? I don't know. Can we? Yeah, okay, we can do that. Okay. I was gonna say, I'm not sure if we could or not, but I'll take it, I guess. Where? What? Okay. Also, I mentioned before, you guys might get to see this actually probably the next day, but I mentioned something about going to convention at some point in time. Well, I decided I'm not going to go. Now, it's mostly in part with the idea that it's one of those types of conventions that I honestly don't think matters in the long run. Like, it would be neat to go see something like that, but it's also just, it's not like an anime convention thing, so, you know, if it was more worth it, I would probably bother, but it's kind of expensive too, and I'm like, I don't want to deal with it, and the parking might be a pain in the ass. I don't want to deal with it. And then my brother also has to work today because I thought it was going to be you know, one of those like, oh, we can just go then. We can go at this day. And then, long and behold, what do you know? It turns out that they're not really hosting it that day that I wanted to go. Because I didn't know. I think I got my stuff mixed up. I got my days mixed up, so... he's gonna work. I'm like, fuck it. I'm just not gonna bother with it now. I would like to one day go to like maybe an off-kai or something, you know, something like that. Fly out to a convention instead.
Sully, you there? Maybe. Close call. I'm gonna need a minute before I can reach the phone. What? Rafe? Rafe is here? Outbid him? Sully, we're stealing him, remember?
We have enough now. Why can't anyone?
Guys, I can just cross my Discord is dead. Sully, I need you to buy me more time. Trust me.
Going once. Going twice. Okay. We have 100,000 units. Okay. Do we have any other things? We have 10,000 units. That big things
Don't worry. We'll be out of there in no time.
God, that's gonna be awkward as hell to deal with.
Smash the lock.
We just gotta find something to smash the lock with. I don't remember where this thing is located. Also, have you noticed that there's not been a lot of puzzles lately? God, fucking crumb. How is there nothing in here? What the fuck? You barely even looked. Of course. I thought I saw a pipe wrench. I thought that would have worked, but I guess not. Oh, what do I know? Okay, actually, that would probably be better. Never mind. Good lord, this thing's expensive as fuck.
Ready? Just a second.
200,000 units.
500,000. The show on the road.
We have
Douche.
500,000 euros easily. Does the gentleman
I mean, I know it's kind of the point of his character is to be a massive douche.
Be worried there for a minute, Victor. I might have to kill you.
Ugh.
Let's ruin this asshole's.
anyone else? We are going to
Honestly, you know what's funny? It is very possible that the original writer probably didn't write Rafe to be this way. That is very possible, but he exudes such a Druckmann energy that it almost feels like it's a self-insert to an extent.
Move it! Get out of the way! Stop him! Hey, stop that guy! What are you doing? You letting him get away? You speak Spanish.
Nice.
Sam, tell me you got the cross.
He looks like Druckmann and almost seemingly acts like him too. Like a big giant cunt that no one wants to be around. Wants to be a movie star but can't do it because he's a fucking loser. So instead he decides to ruin every... I mean, there was a thing I remember reading about, which was like, people gain power through... pretty much through force or whatever sometimes. Like sometimes to be, not the hero, but to be the winner in that book, I guess, is to be aggressive and be an ass. And I guess you can kind of see Druck doing that, but I am, as much as it doesn't matter, I guess, in the grand scheme of things, but I'm the type that thinks that, even though might not be realistic, but I don't think you really need to. I wish we did, I don't know. There should be another, like, how do I put this? Doing it with kindness, I think, is like a much better. Like, just being a genuine person, I feel, should be a much more rewarding thing. You might not be able to get the reward in question you were looking for, but at the very least, still keep your dignity, I guess. I don't know. I give up on trying to explain anything. My brain too small for that. Whatever. I can take some shots. It's fine. Who gives a shit? There we go. Let me think. I mean, the only way I can think of going is this way. Which I think was just basically back out to where I just came from. Maybe. You know what's funny is, this game's not super linear-ish. To an extent. It feels a little bit more open-ended, slightly. As in, when I was playing Uncharted 3 or Uncharted 2, I kind of have a... Or even Uncharted 1, I feel like there's a lot of pretty obvious linear places to go. But in this game, it almost feels as if there's usually more than one way to go to get somewhere. That's kind of the vibe it gives me. That's not a bad thing either, though, by the way. That's not me saying this is bad. I'm just saying that I find that interesting. And there, we win, I think. Unfortunately, as soon as we open that door, I think that's where we have to deal with you-know-who. And you're not supposed to be a bitch. You're definitely a drunk wife, aren't you? What are you at again? 11 out of 11 and a half? I'll give her an extra half point. Yeah, she gets another extra half point that... There's nothing tied to it besides I just fucking hate Nadim. So... There's a lot of feet being shown off in this game, isn't there? Yeah, 12. We're up to 12 drugs. And this will probably make it 13. You'll see what I mean. And of course, she's damn near invincible to take down. It's not yours.
You know all the artifacts here are stolen? They belong in a museum.
I'm really losing my patience.
Did Drake jump himself? It could have been the mocap. Like when they were doing the mocap for it, it could have probably just been that. Yeah, somehow Drake, who's been more than capable of handling just pretty much about anything,
Being a smart ass.
is now getting his ass whooped all of a sudden.
Well, you know, being a smartass has gotten me this far in life. Why quit now?
Now, there's nothing wrong with a character that can beat Drake's ass. It's just the character in question being able to beat Drake's ass. If she was in a different game, made by a different person that wasn't Druk, I don't think I would have cared. Is what I'm trying to say. But because it's Druckman, there's just that little hint of, I only put her here for one specific reason. I'm making her do all this stuff for one reason. Can you guess what that reason is? It's a little obvious. Okay, for me, I guess it is. Since I surround myself with that shit like I shouldn't be. Alright, that's enough of that crap. Let's stop talking about Druk. Nobody likes him. I don't like him. You shouldn't like him. End of story. We'll keep up the Druk points, though. Don't worry. That's still going. Still going strong. Yes, my favorite Uncharted ism. When everything just breaks. All the time. Ugh. Oh yeah, you got super lucky with that one. Holy shit. Imagine if you had to press a button to catch that too. Shut up. At least Drake's still the same. Mostly. He's still the funny smartass that we all know and love. Fuck it, whatever. Who cares about fucking stealth? I forgot you can do that. But you can just mark enemies. I think that's only... Oh my god. You would be surprised to tell that I actually played Uncharted before with how bad I'm shooting. It's like, man, how did... Have you actually played this game? No. Not for a while. I don't know where we're going. That's good. That's going to be death anyway. I'm guessing we're going this way because there was an enemy over here. I mentioned this, but I think a long time ago. I think in maybe Doom. I don't remember where I probably said it at, but games that have like enemies that lead you. Doom is like the biggest component of that. I can say. Levels that it mostly works better for a game that's a boomer shooter, I feel, but where a game can lead a player by its enemies through the level, because a lot of time with boomer shooters, it's like, you know, a good portion of them tend to be very puzzle oriented or something. Like you have to have like a key card or whatever, you know, that sort of thing to find out where to go. And let's say that you go grab blue key card after you just wiped out like waves of enemies, and now you're like, well, where do I go to get yellow key card now? Because I clearly need another one. And sometimes in... Fuck you, bitch. Sometimes in games, they'll be like, hey, you just got blue key card. You're walking back to where you came from, and then all of a sudden, an enemy ambush is here. And that right there is like a telltale for the player, like, hey, you're going the right way. And I know that's very yellow paint-ish, I guess, but I think that's way better yellow paint than yellow paint is. It's slightly just a lot more subtle. And even right now, like this guy being up here, him standing up there kind of gives me the idea that, oh, that's probably where I have to go. It would make the most sense. But then again, I could be wrong, but... Because I think I just came from here too, actually. So maybe that wasn't where I was supposed to go, but those enemies that are pointing out was probably where I had to be at. And that guy just shows up behind you. Kind of just to mess with you, I guess. This place is too fucking expansive. I can't believe I'm saying that. But yeah. I want out of here. I want to go back to the linear gameplay. Okay. Oh. I like how the game just gives up and just says, fuck it, you're an idiot. You don't know where you're going. They're right. I don't. Do I have to move that? I have to move that. Why would you make me do that? Yeah. Fuck you. See ya. Okay, that... Oh, got a new gun, Para 9. I think this is like a remix gun from the old games. Pretty sure. It just looks a lot different. Yeah, so remember, I guess it's new. That's a new weapon. But I think that this one is actually, you know, the classic pistol. Wait, hold on. Huh? Unless going up here unlocked the door, that would make no sense why I would have to be forced to move the box to get up there at... God, this makes me just want to play Hi-Fi Rush, weirdly enough. I don't know where that came from, but I just had this strange urge to want to play it slightly. Alright, here's a decent shootout section right here I like. Because we can finally get some assault rifles and stuff going around. Or, yeah. Just guns that aren't pistols. Gotta play like I do in Uncharted 1. Wait, can I shoulder split? That's right, I forgot you can't. The only way to shoulder swap in this game is to look this way and then get out of cover. Yeah, you have to go in cover to shoulder swap. Ugh. Why would they do that? Yeah, like having an extra button to help me switch between... You can't even, like, switch weapons on the fly, either. That's really annoying. Also, we haven't even gotten grenades yet. We're like 2 hours into an Uncharted game and haven't even seen a grenade once. That's crazy, dude. Okay, so somehow they're shooting through the rocks, I guess, and hitting me. Oh, well, that explains it. I was going to say, like, somehow they're hitting me. I don't know. Oh, well. I lied. We finally have a grenade, finally. Ain't mine. Oh, come on. That's also another cool thing, too. See, that's part of the realism I do like. I like when Uncharted 3, if you run out of ammo, you beat somebody up and then you can just pick up their weapon. It's really cool. And then, like, in a game like this, you finally have this sort of cover system where you can just kind of get, I forget what they call it. Basically a cover system where you can kind of just, like a makeshift cover system. Just make your own. Damn, that shotgun's got range on it, too. Holy shit. I won't use it for long, folks. I want to just at least try to show... Yeah, I can't believe I'm saying this, but... I want to try to show off... potentially as many weapons as I can possibly get my hands on. So this one's a new gun, too. Most guns are fairly fine. Yeah, you can also punch an enemy after you've already killed him. Fucking asshole. Put your goddamn hand back up. Thanks. Ugh. Son of a bitch. Okay, that's it. I was gonna say, like, is that ever gonna hit? I mean, I'm not the most accurate person in the world, but still. Can I aim from this? Yes, I can. I can do that. It's Uncharted 1 all over again. Very nice. What the... I guess Sam got him. Can I shoot that? No. Probably not. If this was the darkness, we probably could. We most likely could. We certainly would. I don't know why I keep thinking we... I don't know. Cavalry arrived. Oh, that's our way out. If only Sam would cover my ass so I can make an escape. Well, whatever. I guess I'll just kill everybody. Ugh, Jesus Christ. Sam, you're running right in front of them, too, and you're not doing anything. Like, it's one thing to give the player... Okay. It's one thing to give the player, you know, oh, only you can kill them because you're the main character. You're the cool guy. You want to have fun in your game. That's one thing, but if it's a game like this, I don't mind having somebody else help me shoot because I'm trying to live. I don't think we have a car shoot-up situation, though. Yeah, you're fucked now. Just think, all those bullets you wasted to get that one thing back. Actually, now that I think about it, all those bullets they wasted wouldn't even cost a fraction. It wouldn't cost a fraction of a... You know what this is. It's a fake. Oh. Never mind. And now, I'm not gonna lie, I remember the game being at least a little bit better after this part. I think after the whole... Because if you guys remember, I mentioned that there was the whole... I didn't mention anything about the auction. I kind of forgot about that. Well, I didn't really forget about it because I knew that's where Nadine shows up. I forgot about the auction part of it. I just remember there was a place that was like that museum-looking thing in my head. And the areas I remember are like the first main few areas because those ones are the ones that piss me off the most. Where you play as Kid Drake, and then you do the underwater scuba diving thing, you play Crash Bandicoot, you know, you do this heist thing, and then after this, I don't really remember too much except for like maybe some, I might be getting my games mixed up here, like some, there's a boat section, I know that. And you can go around like an open world end area, and there might be like a cave you can go inside of. There's like another wrecked ship area at the end of the game. I think coming up next is, I want to say some jungle thing where we're driving a car. Maybe. So it's always there's oh yeah, also the prison. I forgot about that, but usually whenever I'm thinking of Uncharted 4 or I'm going back to playing Uncharted 4, I'm like, yeah, there's that part, and I don't want to do those. But then once we get past those stuff, it's like, okay, we get the rope section where we can finally use a rope again soon, which I think comes after this. I think we have to use rope to get over someplace, and then we eventually get to the car area, I think. But it's like those ones stick with me the most because they piss me off so much. Like, I don't want to be there. I don't want to play it. You know, Sully's right. No, I mean, unironically, I think Sully's right. You know what? Yeah. I think Drake is meant for this. Even though he doesn't... in terms of, like, just a game series, you can't really just get rid of him, which... That's the thing, though, is they did the Nero thing with Uncharted as well, if you think about it, with Chloe. But Chloe does make more sense to have her as, like, another replacement figure, too, because she's had time to build up character to pass on the torch with. If that's the direction they're going to go with. Although, of course, the reason why she's even the main character in the new game is probably most likely because Druckmann. However... I forgot it was this place. This one's not bad. This one's not too bad. I think we'll be okay. But I definitely don't think I'm going to be doing another hour and a half recording of just Uncharted 4 today, though. So this will probably be the last episode you see for a bit. I could always do more stuff. I have... Unfortunately, I still have just a few more things I have in mind that would be cool to see or cool to do. But I don't think I'm prepared for that. I don't think I probably even should continue doing Let's Plays for very long either. Get back to the other stuff, you know, hardcore content and outside of YouTube stuff. I remember having a hard time finding the grave, actually. The footprints stay. Kind of, but they also seem to get... I don't know. This does look like a kind of nice place to visit once, you know? It'd be kind of neat. Aren't we actually in Scotland, I think, too? I'd like to go to Scotland one year. That'd be kind of cool. I want to go there, or Germany. Korea. Well, you know, the obvious Korea. Back to Japan, because I've been to Japan once. That's like the farthest I've ever gone anywhere. Wasn't there for very long, though, which sucks, but it is what it is. You know, I can definitely see Sam as the denim jacket type guy. From the very, very first scene of him, it's like, yeah, he definitely wears denim. He's got them fucking pants-ass jacket. Oh, for fucking crying out. Either my accuracy is absolute ass, or this pistol can't shoot. Let's be real. I think we know whose fault it is. It's Druckmann. Just kidding. There's a deer. Oh, you can't shoot it. Okay. It's not Tomb Raider. I can't just do that. God, playing this, and if I were to go back to play like the Neo Tomb Raider series, that's going to throw me off. Like, you try to climb something and you have to press triangle with it. It's like, I like the first... Well, I'm okay with Tomb Raider 2013. I don't care that much for it. Also, I'm getting PTSD flashbacks. I think I had to press triangle on these things because of that game. But I don't mind the Neo Tomb Raider. I actually enjoyed Rise of the Tomb Raider. I thought that was a really good game, actually. Shows my taste, I guess. But either way, I thought it was good. Also, it's R1 to throw now. And then we just... Oh, okay. I don't remember lighting it, but alright. Anyway, so like 2013 one was pretty alright. And then because I was marathoning it, I got through the first 2 games. And then after I did that, I started up Rise of the Tomb Raider, or Shadow of the Tomb Raider, I think it was. And, yeah, just, got bored real quick. I think it's probably because I was playing too much of them at once, and I just ended up getting tired of it. Hey, Sam. You think you can help me out with this? Like, I can lift you up there. Or not. Asshole. What are we trying to accomplish? Oh. I see. I saw the handles. I knew exactly what that meant. You know what we could do as well is this. Oh, I don't have any more dynamite left. Oh, never mind. I was going to break down that door, but I guess not. Wait. Oh, yeah, we have to go back and get dynamite to blow up the door to move this thing out there. It's like... Oh, my God. You're going to make me do all that work? Holy shit. Oh, now I get 4? What happened? Yeah, you just sit tight, pretty boy. I got this. Yeah, don't worry about helping or anything. You know, we could probably lift this thing over it. By the way, guys, if you think I'm struggling this much, I am. I truly am struggling this much to get this thing across. But, yeah, it's just, it moves really weird. Like, this is right stick. That's the right stick moving. This is left stick moving it. So, it's taking a bit... Like, look at that. Like, I stopped moving the right stick and it just... Bop, 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 bop. What's that song called again? Something like a haircut and a something. I forget. I don't remember. Oh, my fucking ass. Well, at least they can flank you. I guess that's neat AI design. I am missing just damn near every shot. Just about every damn shot. Well, that one got a headshot, so fuck him, I guess. I forgot that these targeting things wore the enemies. I thought they were like teammate things for a second. I'm like, whoa. I'm confused. Alright, cool. We get an AK. Can we use it? Perfect. AK was kind of like my go-to thing back in the original Uncharted, especially. And, M9. I think it was, or M4. I think it was based on M4. I forget what it was back in 3. But that commando-looking gun, whatever it's called, I forget the name of it. Honestly, it was like that black, machine gun, or I guess more properly, automatic. Either way, it was a good gun. I liked it a lot. I used that in AK. I remember AK being kind of like one of those, like, it does good damage, but it's incredibly inaccurate. So it's one of those you kind of have to use as, you kind of have to pick your poison, so to speak, in the multiplayer. What a dumbass. Well, at least they actually lose sight of you. That's interesting. Most games would have it to where if you break stealth even once, they all know you're there. Sam, you make a better door than an elevator. You know that? I still don't get how or why we couldn't just boost Sam up here and then just do that. What? Oh, dynamite. I was like, what the hell is that? And look what we have. Rope climbing section. Oh boy. See, the more I play this... Okay. The more I play this, the more I just want to play Tomb Raider Anniversary again. I love that game. It's a very good game. I like that one a lot. Okay, how? How? In what way is this just not working? Do I need to go lower? I can't go any lower. Am I not jumping at the proper... That makes no sense, but okay. You just have to slightly angle yourself, or it's like slow yourself down to make that jump, I guess. Yeah, thanks, game. Thanks a lot. This is not the rope I need. Is it? Do we need to do that? I don't think so. What? Oh, it's another boost thing, isn't it? Because that's the one we jumped from, right? So... No. No? Is it? I don't know. It puts me back there. Okay, so it was... Actually, yeah, okay. Even though we're over an incredibly steep pit, I do think the whole swinging around thing would be kind of fun. A little bit. Although I'm sure it's probably a lot harder in real life to do. Because, goddamn, upper body strength is just insane. Upper body strength requirement things are just insane, man. Like, my upper body strength is terrible. Not gonna lie. I gotta work on it, I know, but... I used to be okay with it. Not like I could just go climb buildings all day. I'm saying, like, I used to be able to do a decent amount of, pull-ups and stuff, but... I lost it over the years. Because I got lazy. I fucking hate this shit. I don't understand it. Why would you do that? Why would you make it like that? I don't get it. It makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Why would you make it to where I can't jump this damn thing? Okay. Rock slide time. Yeah, I'm sure it's obvious, but you can't climb back up those. But you can steer yourself just well enough. Oh, fuck, I know this is a bad idea, but I'm kind of tempted to go to a game store right now and go look at games. Alright, so for this part, there's a guy that's going to come over here. You can drop down on him and kill him that way. So just wait for him to show up. He just perfectly decides to just drop right nearby. Fuck it, whatever. Yeah, there you go. Okay, nice. Ah, yes. The adventures of stealth. You know what's even more stealthy? Killing everybody with a gun, and then no one's left alive to know you're there. We got a shotgun here. I think we showed that one off earlier, actually, so I don't really... What? Why is the damage so bad on it? You know, it felt like I was hitting him in the head like 20 different times, but nah. Oh well. I wonder if... I was gonna say, I wonder, like, if every time that Sam doesn't help me, like, you know, fight enemies or whatever. He was doing it there, but I wonder if he's just busy playing Block Blast the entire time. Like, Drake's just like, fucking Sam, shoot these guys. And he's like, I can't, I'm playing Block Blast, leave me alone. You fucking dick. That'd be a Sully thing to do, actually. Ah. Look how long it takes you to die. Oop. Never mind. I was gonna say, look how long it takes us to die in this game. Look, I get it. Stealth is importante. You know, you should probably be using it as much as you possibly can, especially probably most likely on the harder difficulties. But this is Uncharted 4, man. And not gonna lie, Uncharted 4 is not my specialty when it comes to stealth. Maybe I'm an idiot. Oh, that's a gun. Actually, this one I think could be... Yeah, it can be scoped in. Love the scope Uncharted scopes. It makes me miss the old days. Yeah, so it's actually a semi-auto. Has barely any ammo though too, which sucks. Oh, for fuck's sake! I can't shoot for shit. I'm just gonna have to give up my YouTube career at this point. Like, I can blind fire way better than I can just naturally shoot them. Or aim, I mean. Sorry. Yeah, fuck you, bitch. Throw that horseshit at me. Come on, asshole. So yeah, if I decide to go back to multiplayer, I'm doomed. I mean, it wouldn't be surprising if I just ended up getting good at the game again. I wouldn't be surprised. I also hate how they don't show you your ammo count as soon as you pick up a gun. Like, it takes like a split second for the gun to be registered. Like, yeah, you have gun now. You can still use it, I'm pretty sure, as soon as you pick it up, but... Oh yeah, so yellow weapons are power weapons, essentially. Again, think Uncharted 3 terms. Where they're just extremely powerful, but very limited use. Bitch. Remember what I can. Okay, well, I guess that use being limited is very, not as limited as I thought it would be. So I need to cut my fucking hair, dude. Like, back of my hair is... It's been scratching at me all day. I don't like having long hair. I like having decently... okay hair. Like, something in the rate of, you know, Drake's hair would be more my cup of tea. Yeah, but where's the throwy thing to get across? Because I can't go up this way. Oh. Wait, didn't we just come from there? No. I don't think we did. I don't want to wait for them to turn around. Fuck you. I'd be saying, wow, you get bored of this game quite easily. Wait, I forgot what I was using. I was using an AK. I thought I had the semi-auto for a second. I'm like, god damn, this thing sucks. Its accuracy is ass. Like, I can't be that bad. Jeez. Little did I know. That wasn't even it. Actually, here's what we have to do. I'm busy, Sam. Thanks. I'll look at it in a sec. What?
This way.
Damn. It's quite beautiful, isn't it? I think so. Is there a tree? No. Oh, I see. Okay. It's one of those we have to jump across. Like, you pretty much have to do this. Well, I don't think you have to. Also, look how the rocks move when you're on... Like, when you're sliding down, look at the rocks moving. It's really weird looking. Okay, it didn't show up that time much, but it's there. We're also, I think, getting close to the gravesite, too, actually. Okay, that was a waste of time. Because I think you just do this. There we go, very nice. And in case I miss, you can always grab that thing to the right. Very nifty stuff. And now we gotta go, I think, this way, probably. Looks about right. And now we gotta jump onto this thing here. And this. Please, Drake, climb up, for fuck's sake. Also, Drake's got that Zach Hadel jacket on, too, I just noticed. I feel like it looks about this. It looks the same to me. I think that's where we. Oh, yeah. I just like grabbing onto random things. Okay. Fuck. I think that's the way back then. So what's over here? Ready for what? Where are we going? Oh, I see it. And boop. And there you go. Sambo will appear eventually. I mean, he's psychic and probably most likely has teleportation powers. I've always wondered how heavy those things were in real life. Like playing these games all the time, lifting up things constantly. It's like, I wonder how heavy they actually are. Alright, so basically, somewhere in here, I think will probably tell you. You know. So, Henry's grave needs to have a skull, swords, and needs to have 1659 to 1699. And the swords have to be pointed down. Found it. Just kidding. Alright, so... That's not him. If I remember correctly, this is just kind of dead offhand memory. I think it's over here somewhere. It's not that one, because there's no... skull and crossbones, but I want to say it's over here. Well, the problem is the game will tell me that's swords up. That's not it. Never mind, sorry. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding. You were hiding that the whole time, you douche. Okay, well, we're looking for one of those then. Alright, well, that at least narrows it down. Narrows it down a little bit better. This might be it, actually. Well, no. No. Maybe? Found it. See, I told you it was over here somewhere. I remember that. Oh, fucking come on. Wait, no, hold on. If I remember correctly, yeah. Sorry, something's been itching at me this video. See, once again, they do that fucking shit where they say the same thing at the same time. It's Marvel level bullshit, and I hate it. If we come down here, do we get a shine sprite? Because we unlocked we used Flood to, you know, in the Gelato Beach area. I know I should probably end it soon, but let's just get through here, I guess, and yeah. We'll make these like an hour and a half to 2 hour long videos just to kind of get through it. Oh, God. Yeah, we got puzzles. Son of a bitch. I don't remember how this puzzle goes. So I guess we'll find out. We have to turn these things. I know that. I think there's things. I think there's things on the other side, too. Drake, you've got something in your notebook about this shit, don't you? Can't you figure it out? If you take too long, I think the game just says, alright, here's your hint. Okay. What do you have to say about this, Sam, old man? I like how you reacted to the flashlight right in his face. He's like, ah, fucking cut it out. Okay, so do we go back to the other side and then go click on that stuff? Probably. Yeah. We have a lighter. We don't have a Soli anymore, but thank God Sam smokes. Yeah, now I gotta go to the other side and turn him, I think. I believe so, yeah. Okay, like it has to be... Okay, I don't know. It's not... These ones are not lining up. Whatever. I don't remember if there's a specific thing that'll line up with another specific thing or not. What the f... Oh! Oh, somehow that fucking works. Okay. But aren't they the same height anyway? I don't know. Whatever. Either way, I didn't realize that I could just do this. I think that's correct, but I'm going to double check my work. Yeah, that's probably the right one. Game? Stop fucking with me here. Yeah, once again, a relatively simplistic puzzle. I guess that's just Uncharted 4 for you. Now we made a constellation. How neat. Very cool. A decent puzzle, though. I kind of like it. Look at this God of War Ascension looking ass area. Holy moly. Very blue. Damn. Very nice looking, though, too, actually. And that's cool as fuck. Not gonna lie. That actually is kind of cool as fuck. As above, so below. Okay. Let's just go out there. If there's a firefight, we'll go deal with it, because I'm pretty sure there is. I'd say let's try to get to that cave and then probably end off the video there. That might be a good stopping point. Get as much of this game done as I can before I stop recording for the week. Something's loading. Alright, now the problem is, where's that damn cave? We probably could just skip past these guys, couldn't we? Also, hold circle, I think, is a new mechanic they introduced. Like, you can just skip past almost everything. It's actually a really nice mechanic to have, surprisingly enough. Sam, what the hell are you doing? know what? Hold on. Yeah, I'm not really good at this whole, you know, doing stuff thing. Bitch. 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 Fucker. 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 No! I like how he had a somewhat, almost seemingly realistic death there, too, actually. Yeah, whatever, I don't give a fuck if they see me or not. Hey, if they see me, that just means that they'll just come running right toward me, and I can just kill them that way. Alright? Easy. That's pie. Oh my fucking god! And that's the problem with them. I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to go. We're just going to play. I hit R1 to reload. That's a bad habit. Bad habit to get into. And I'm kind of worried that's going to affect my Uncharted 1 playing. Oh my fucking god. So maybe, yeah, maybe fighting like a ton of dudes at once is usually not a very good idea, but who cares? It's Uncharted 4. I don't think anybody gives a damn. Let's do a ledge takedown. I thought that was Sam. There he is. Boop. Also hate how stealth kills just sometimes take longer. Unlike that one. Like if you're doing like a stealth kill in the grass, it's like, oh, I gotta bring him into the grass. Which, yes, makes sense to do. It's actually a smart thing to do, yes, but like realistically speaking, yeah. It's just one of those things where gameplay wise, I don't want it to take that long. Am I about to floor this entire place with stealth? While also slightly getting caught? Okay, I finally got caught. And now all of a sudden, like, a million other guys are just going to start pouring out of nowhere all of a sudden. Even though I killed half their group. That seems like the Uncharted thing to do to me right now. I almost make it sound like I hate the series, too, with the way I keep talking about this shit. I don't. I promise I don't. It's more so the trilogy I like a lot. It's like, Uncharted 4 is kind of the God of War ascension of the God of War games, I guess. It's playable. It's okay. I can play it. But there's just moments where I'm just kind of like, why are we doing this? Why should I do this? And the problem is, because this is Uncharted, it's got to take into consideration all the things that Uncharted does. All the walk and talks, all the puzzles. And then it just kind of ups it to 11 a little bit sometimes, and it just ruins it a little bit for me. What I feel like used to be fun platforming and just fun shootouts and stuff just turned into, the shoots are okay and the platforming is there. That's the aspect of it I don't care much for, and the story and characters are just kind of whatever as well. Alright, so yeah, it's funny, I talk all that shit, but here I am still wanting to play the game. I remember this area. There's another shootout coming up. We'll probably have to stop there then, if that's the case. I don't want to continue on too long. Might not be a good idea. Just saying. And that's where we're going. Yeah, here's the, I guess, the boat area.
Hey, Sully. We're on the trail, but treasure's closer to the cathedral than we originally thought.
I love the design of the AK. I always thought it looked really cool.
Just keep those heads
In any game, really.
back before too long.
I wonder what Sully does in there all day. Hangs out and just starts joking, I guess, maybe. Who knows? Okay, I know I said we're going to be done, but This is not the shootout I thought it was. It's coming up later, I think. You know what? Fuck it. You may know I'm here, but it just makes things easier. 'Cause at least Sam will actually do something. Okay, finally got it. Oh, yeah, you don't have to hold triangle just to pick up a weapon when you run out of ammo, which is really nice, actually. See, there's a lot of just somewhat small, decent mechanics here that do a really good job. Alright, real quick. Look at all these fucking treasures, dude. Well, I can't show... It's not going to let me do all that, but... There's, like, I think 200 in this game now. There used to be, like, I believe, like, 100, 101, 110. Something like that, maybe, back in the day, but, yeah. Now it's like, oh, it's up to 200 because this game is so much bigger. And it is a lot bigger, too. Yeah, I know. Well, couldn't you just hang off the ladder, let me grab under your legs, and climb up that way? Wow. I would miss that every time I try landing that, I'm sure. Okay, well, as fun as this is, I probably should just end it soon. But, yeah, let's do that. I don't want to do more platforming things right now. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time for some more Uncharted 4. And, of course, as always, take care, everybody.